Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This is Feng, a wealthy designer and the CEO of a company called Square and Circle that specializes in design. He is an honest and straightforward person who strongly dislikes lying. Because of his honesty and bluntness, he often causes problems and finds himself in embarrassing situations. One day, he goes out with a client, and when she asks him about her appearance, he bluntly tells her that her outfit doesn't match and that her plastic surgeon didn't do a good job on her face. She gets upset and calls him rude, then tries to throw a drink at him. However, he catches her glass, but she grabs his glass and drenches him instead, leaving him soaked. A girl named Xia, who is sitting nearby with her boyfriend, is startled by what just happened to him. Later, Xia and her boyfriend enter an elevator, and coincidentally, Feng joins them. The boyfriend receives a call and pretends it's his roommate, saying he is with his father at the moment. As he continues to lie, Feng gets annoyed and tells Xia in a roundabout way that her boyfriend is actually talking to his other girlfriend. He convinces her that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and she eventually breaks up with him. Feng then returns to his company where the most important employee, Yo, who is his main assistant and responsible for almost everything, is upset with him for what happened with the client. She confronts him, saying he lost the company an important client. Feng responds that he doesn't care and that if she doesn't appreciate honesty, he doesn't want to work with her. Yo agrees and says she'll send the client a gift and try to fix the situation, but the most important thing is that he needs to meet with a supplier to review a contract himself. Feng agrees. Later, Yo receives a call from her boss asking about some documents, and she hurries back to the office, quickly bringing the papers to her boss. To her surprise, Feng is sitting with him, and she's shocked, fearing he'll tell her boss what happened. She goes to get Feng something to drink, and her boss apologizes to Feng, saying she was delayed because a pipe burst in her house. Feng gets annoyed, realizing she lied. When Yo returns, he confronts her, saying she was late because of the pipe burst. Nervously, she agrees in front of the boss, and Feng calls her a liar, saying he won't work with her because of it. He leaves, and the boss, now frustrated, fires Yo on the spot, telling her to leave immediately. Devastated, she goes home. Later, Xia, Yo's friend, visits her, and they go out together to cheer her up. Xia shares what happened to her with Feng, and Yo tries to make her feel better, saying that better things are coming. Yo then receives a call from a company where she had applied for a job as an assistant, and they inform her that she has an interview the next day. She's excited and hopeful that things are finally looking up. The next day, Yo goes to the company for the interview, unaware that it's Feng's company. During the interview, the HR manager asks why she left her previous job, and she lies, saying they didn't make any profits and cheated her out of her salary for months. Feng then enters the room, and Yo is shocked to see him. He immediately calls her a liar and rejects her application. Yo, now even more upset, confronts Feng, saying no assistant can last more than a month with him. She criticizes him for firing Tina, another employee, just because she was late once. Feng explains that it wasn't the tardiness but the fact that she lied, and all he wants is an assistant who is honest. Yo pretends to agree, but as she's leaving, tells him that people lie because they can't always tell the truth. Feng responds that it's still no excuse. Meanwhile, Xia is outside, fuming at Feng for being the reason her life is in shambles. When Feng leaves the building, she blocks his car and in tears confronts him, saying he ruined her life. She tells him that because of him, she broke up with her boyfriend and lost her job. Feng calmly tells her it wasn't his fault she broke up with her boyfriend because he was cheating, and she lost her job because she lied. He walks away, leaving her more upset. Yo, thinking of how to find Feng a suitable assistant, recalls Xia and decides to hire her, remembering she seemed patient and kind. Yo meets with Xia and tells her she's been accepted for the job. Xia expresses concern that Feng might not approve, but Yo insists on hiring her anyway. Yo tells Xia it's not her concern, but there are two important things she needs to do if she's going to work here. First, she needs to work hard and never be late. Second, and most importantly, she needs to stop Feng from saying anything unnecessary, even if it's the truth. He ruins a lot of deals because of his constant honesty. Also, she should try to build a good relationship with him. This will help him change his behavior and stop saying things that aren't necessary, even if they are true. Yo gives Xia a 1-month trial, and if she succeeds, she can stay with them. Xia agrees enthusiastically and arrives for her first day at work. She overhears the employees talking about how difficult Feng is, and how the new assistant will have a tough time. When they ask her who she is, she confidently replies, "I'm the one who's going to have a tough time." Feng arrives, surprised to see her, and pulls Yo aside. Didn't I reject Xia? He asks. Yo responds, I know what's best for you. This girl is good. Try her for a month, and if she doesn't perform well, fire her. Feng agrees reluctantly. He then approaches Xia and says, I don't care how you've behaved so far, but from today, if you lie even once, you're out. Xia, relieved that she's been accepted, agrees enthusiastically. Later, she attends a meeting with Feng where one of the designers, Yuga Buried, presents his designs. He mentions that Chung Real Estate almost approved the designs. Feng, however, expresses his dislike for them and insists they be redone. Xia tries to prevent him from making things worse by interrupting and offering to get him something to drink. Feng looks at her and sternly tells her to leave the room. She obeys, and Feng reiterates to Yuga that he wants the designs changed within 3 days. When Yuga refuses, Feng insists that it must be done. After the meeting, Feng tells Xia to come with him, and as they get into his car, he tells her to put on her seatbelt. Xia struggles to fasten it, and Feng, frustrated, remarks, you can't even buckle your seatbelt. What can you actually do in life? He then has her move to the back seat, which irritates her. She receives a call from her friend, Xia, who invites her out, but Xia declines, saying she's busy. Time passes, and it gets very late. Xia, exhausted, falls asleep in Feng's car. They arrive at a bus station, and Feng wakes her up, telling her to get out of the car. Confused, Xia wonders why he didn't take her all the way home. She gets on a bus and leaves. Unbeknownst to her, Feng stays behind to make sure she safely gets on the bus without letting her know. When Xia gets home, she talks to Xia about how harsh and ridiculous Feng is and how many times she's considered quitting, but each time she holds herself back because of the money. Back at the company, Feng is seen reading a book he's kept. The next day, Xia arrives and finds him asleep. She approaches him and while he's still asleep, vents all her frustrations, saying, "Why do you bully me?" You're such a jerk. As she speaks, Feng dreams of being bullied by students when he was young, and he wakes up suddenly, grabbing Xia's hand and pulling her onto his lap. She's embarrassed and they share an awkward moment. Feng says to Xia, "What did you say? You like sitting on my lap? Should I get you a lemonade or something?" Xia, even more embarrassed, quickly gets up, apologizes, and tells him that a package arrived for him, which she placed outside his office. She leaves the room, and Feng continues to work. 3 days later, Yuga begins packing his things to leave. Xia tries to convince him to stay, but it's no use. Xia recalls that Feng asked Yuga to stay, so she lies to save the situation and prevent Yuga from leaving. She tells him, "Feng actually told me to tell you to stay. He respects you and doesn't want you to leave. He'll be here soon." Yuga is convinced and decides to stay. However, just as Xia thinks she's succeeded, Feng appears and overhears her lie. He takes Yuga to his office and offers him a deal, saying, "I'll give you a 10% share if you complete the Chung Company project until the company finishes it." "Just do what I tell you." Feng then reveals that everything Xia told him was a lie, adding, "I don't care whether you stay or not." Yuga, feeling betrayed, says to Feng, "Tomorrow, when you lose the Chung project and your company goes bankrupt, you cry. You'll cry. You'll cry hard, and then let's see where your pride will be." He leaves, but Feng remains calm. Feng then calls Xia to his office. Xia is terrified, thinking she'll be fired. However, Yo reassures her, telling her to stay calm and do her job. Yo speaks with Feng, who finally agrees to overlook Xia's lie this time, saying, "I'll let her lie slide this time for your sake," but Yo warns him that he needs to take care of the Chung project, or the company will lose it and might even close down. She leaves the office after saying this. Later, Xia meets up with her friend Xia for lunch, but she receives a call from her landlord, which makes her anxious. She rushes home and finds the landlord showing her apartment to another potential tenant. Shocked, Xia confronts her, saying, "I'm still living here. How can you rent it out to someone else?" After the potential tenant leaves, Xia talks to the landlord, who reminds her that she owes 3 months of rent and the repair costs for the broken water pipe. The landlord threatens to evict her if she doesn't pay everything by the end of the day. Terrified, Xia tries to negotiate. At that moment, Feng calls Xia, telling her to come to the office immediately. She explains that she has an emergency and hangs up. Feng is surprised by her abruptness, so he gets into his car and drives to her apartment. Meanwhile, the landlord tells Xia that she has only 3 days left. As Xia tries to leave, a lamp falls and breaks. Xia is saddened because it was a gift. The landlord continues to harass her, but Feng arrives just in time and overhears the landlord threatening to evict Xia. He steps in to defend Xia, telling the landlord, "You have no right to evict her as long as there's a lease." According to the law, it's the landlord's responsibility to fix anything that breaks in the apartment. If you want to evict her, go to court, but you'll lose the case. The landlord, intimidated, backs down and leaves Xia alone. Xia thanks Feng, who tells her not to worry. As they leave, Feng informs her that they need to attend a meeting with the CEO of Chung Company. When they arrive at the company, Feng says to Xia, "Your job is to help me and make sure I don't say anything unnecessary that could ruin the deal." Xia agrees, and they enter the meeting with Yang, the son of the company's owner, who is now running the business because his father is unwell, and Yang's wife. Every time Feng is about to ruin things, Xia steps in to save the situation and lighten the mood.